All right, here we are with episode 62 of By the Numbers. Rich, what have we got tonight?
We have the controversial movie that is Roadhouse. We have Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. We have a movie called The Color Purple. We have Napoleon. And a Netflix original, Kill Me If You Dare.
All right, and we have a very special guest tonight. So, without further ado, he's Rich, I'm Dave, we're the Faces for Radio. Let's get rolling. And my intro is not there. What the hell just happened?
We'll wing it. We'll wing it.
We'll wing it. Hold on. I'm like, what the heck, dude? That's like,
I love the way they segued into that.
I'm gonna segue in there. I was like, oh shit. Well, so
technical difficulties.
How the hell are you?
I'm doing good, man. How you
That's
doing?
Good. Yeah. Well, I'm under a lot of stress, so I'm gonna let that slide. I could have sworn I uploaded it, but
that's okay. Let's just get our special guest.
It looks like I haven't even rendered it, so I'm just gonna do that right now. But
we'll
just get our guest out here while I do that, and then I'll roll the intro. But our special guest is the seeker of serenity, the protector of Italian virginity, the enforcer of our Lord God, and he's drinking something. Alex, Figueroa, Geeks and Flix. Alex, my brother, thanks for coming back. What's going on?
Yes, I know. I had you guys on the wire, right? You were like, where is he? Yes,
I did shoot you a text, bro. So ignore
it. You did. No, I was already on. I just didn't click the push in. But anyway, look, Rich, I know how it is when you don't have intros. You just wing it. Just go right in. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
Just do it.
Look, it's great to be here. I'm happy.
Thanks for coming, man.
I finally get to talk Ghostbusters because we don't do it on the page. Yeah, that's right. Busting always makes me feel good. And it's funny because on the page we talk about it, but we don't do like a review on it.
Right.
I'm still rendering my movie review that I did for the channel.
I'm still rendering the intro. So
yeah. Well, no. What the funny thing is like I haven't done a review in 7 months. Right?
I know. It's
so, and I'm like I wanted to make it into this big thing. And I was like, you know what? Let me do this thing. And I learned on how to remove myself from the scene and put myself in stuff. But I didn't know that, totally forgot that I need a lot of CPU. So right now, this is the second day and it's still altering the removing me.
That takes some resources, bro.
Yeah. So I'll have the in-depth review out whenever my computer decides to render it. But no, it's been great. I've been dying to talk about the movie. It's been fun. I've watched all the movies you guys gave me, my homework. I have my papers here with my scores.
I thought we were better on you overall than we were last time.
Oh yeah, we're way better than last time.
Yes, you were. Yes, you. In terms of movies, yes. One iffy, but we'll talk.
Oh, first and foremost, man, I've had a really shitty day last couple of days. So Thank you, Alex. Thank you, David, for being my go-to escape. So I appreciate it.
Bro, it's our pleasure, man. And I got to thank you guys too.
Why?
And because I'm like losing my internet here in a second. So stay with me. Can you guys still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course, everybody knows that my mother-in-law recently passed, and
I didn't know that.
Came on all of a sudden, and she passed away a couple weeks ago, and we're leaving tomorrow to go to her funeral. So this month has been really rough on my family and my wife's family in particular. So this is a great escape for me as well. So I got to thank you guys, and really. Alex, I thought that we turned you off on the show after last time. I thought that you're like, no, going back because those movies were shit.
No, yeah, well, those are bad, but I mean, when I'm with friends and we're doing stuff, I don't mind it. I will go into into war with you guys, regardless if you give me all shit movies. I'm gonna kill you guys for that. But I will always come on and have fun with you guys. But
Oh,
you
we
redeemed
appreciate
yourself.
it.
You redeemed
I
yourself.
appreciate it.
What makes it
Um,
great is the
Yeah.
text that I get. I always look forward to the text. I was like, who
Yeah.
picked these movies?
Yeah, I'm always shitting. I'm always picking on you, Rich. I'm always like, who the
Dude, I love
hell
it.
out of
Yeah.
YouTube buffoons pick these crappy movies? And we have some fun times laughing. I
We
mean, that's the
literally
whole
just
point
throw
of it,
darts
right?
at the wall and go, all right,
I
That's the fun
love
part.
our group chat. That is
kill
like
me if you
the
dare. That's
best.
what we get. So
Like-
yeah, let's go ahead and say hi to the chat before we go any further because there's a lot of people on right now.
Nice.
Starting with Tiana. Tiana came
What's
in.
up, Tiana?
Hope you guys have a great stream. She jumped on a few minutes early. Caveman, hey there, everyone. Please hit the
Hope
like
you're
button,
doing better, man.
brother. I hope you're feeling better. Grant, movie buff Grant, jumped in. Hey everyone, I have planned 2 shows coming up. One is July, the other is next year. So stay tuned. That is correct. He's coming back for a high five with Sunny
Oh, I'm
in
looking forward to that.
July or August. We haven't gotten that mapped out yet. But we're going to do Sunny's favorite high five. So Sunny's favorite 5 movies and talk about those. Grant's going to join us then. And he's going to give us a special top 10 next year. So I don't know exactly what he's going to do. I think it's like his top 10 favorite movies growing up or something like that. But we're going to have to watch those. Corey is in the house. What is up, Corey?
What's
Good
up,
to see
Corey?
you.
How you doing there, Corey?
He did a great live stream with Huck on the Morning Mug on Tuesday. So that was awesome, co-hosting with him. Holland is in the house. What is up, Holland? Yep, everybody's saying hi. Joe Joker is in the house. What's up, Joe?
Oh, Scott.
Scott, I'm still calling him Joe. We effing love you, Alex. That's
Yeah,
what
we
it does. Love it. Love it. Jay Manley is in the
What's up,
house.
Jay?
What is
Hey,
up,
JJ.
Jay?
Well,
Good
it's
to see
funny
everybody.
because at the same time I'm live with you guys, Nate is live somewhere.
Mhm.
Nate's
So,
live somewhere on another
We're
show.
Mega
working.
Mike.
We're working around the clock right now. So we're on. we're on.
You guys
oh,
are
no.
both on field assignments, and I love it.
Yeah,
And
pretty
I
much.
also love it when Nate said specifically to watch us live and then
Yes.
catch his on the replay. So I was
Yeah.
I was really honored that he said that.
Yeah. Nate is always fun with that stuff. But no, I would like
Nate's
to say
fucking
though, with your mom-in-law, it's funny because when people don't realize when you do YouTube, right, and you're a host of a show,
Mhm.
it's funny because you have to put on mask and you can't wear your personal stuff on. You got to entertain the masses and having a lot of personal issues. You got to put to the side for an hour, and then once that hour shuts off, you're back to your real world that you live in. And it's funny because my wife lost her mother-in-law this thing. Well, I don't know what happened to your mother-in-law, but it was kind of say she got hit with the stage 4 colon cancer, like Chadwick Boseman, the same year he died. And
Wow.
we lost her in December. And that whole month, I mean, you couldn't tell until that December because you see me, my face. I was all like, you could see I was just drained. But
Yeah.
other than that, I had to go live and pretty much do my entertaining with Nate. Nate knows what's going on and some people behind the scenes. But other than that, yeah, I give you a lot of respect because it's really hard to put personal for 1 hour and then kick it in. And I know how it is once you with your whole family and stuff, it kicks in and yeah. So that's I love the YouTube for that stuff. But I mean, you guys already know I hate the other sides of YouTube.
Yeah.
And communities and all that crap. That's not my thing.
I think our group of people, I think are great.
I love our group chat. Our group chat, I think, is the best group chat.
Is fun.
Yeah, it's one of the funniest things.
Yeah, it's great because I'll sit there and my wife are in the theater and she can hear my phone buzzing during the movie.
That's us.
And she's like, is that your guys again? And I'm like, yeah, it's my guys.
Right.
Yeah. This is your boys.
It's just nonstop. And then I go, okay, now I got to catch up to like the 37 messages that came on while I was watching.
I took my daughter out and I didn't answer you guys. And when I came back, it was like 78 messages. And I was like, holy shit. And I'm trying to catch up. And I was like, oh my God. But anyway, let's have fun. Let's get into this stuff.
Let's get into this stuff. You want to just jump right into the movies? I do have the intro loaded if you want.
Throw the intro.
No, you want to go to the intro? You want to go to the intro?
Let's go. It's a minute. Let's throw the intro.
Just do it.
All right, go to the intro. Then go roll it, and then we go.
I'm gonna rewind. Okay. He's Rich. I'm Dave. That's Alex. We're the Faces for Radio. Let's get rolling. That's right. I got it. Thank you for joining us for the Faces for Radio podcast as we present By the Numbers, where we take new releases and we watch them, we review them, we let you know what we thought, and we also bring in a glutton for punishment that is going to watch them with us. I am your host, David. My co-host is
Rich,
and our partner in crime is
Alex.
Alex, brother,
where
man.
you from, Alex?
Yes. Huh?
What's your YouTube?
My YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm in Geeks and Flix. That's our YouTube channel. That's where we do our movie reviews, and then we have a separate channel now, which I'm going to be concentrating next month. Will be all collector stuff. So it's Collector Corp. I have a lot of stuff.
So like McDonald's has the McCafe now, or the whatever
that's what it is.
That high end McDonald's that's coming out. It's going to be the high end, the collectors side of the Geeks and Flix.
Yeah, because fucking Alex gets all that high end. Look at those statues behind him, man.
Crazy stuff.
And it's funny because
whoa, and it's echo.
All right, so now the funny thing is that if you notice over there in that middle, not next to the Joker, that's all my Ghostbuster statues. So the bottom two is Peter, Winston, Ray, and Egon, and then in the middle is a 12-inch Stay Puft with the Afterlife Ecto one. So I mean, I'm gonna change this entire room, but that's my Ghostbuster section. And then over there, it's like I have more Ghostbusters stuff. Like I'm that way.
So you're just a little bit of a Ghostbusters fan.
I'm a diehard fan. I'm a diehard fan since I was a kid. Yeah.
And in honor of you, Alex, I have my Ghost Trap. I got the popcorn bucket and the drink from the theater, and I've also got the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire poster in the back there. Courtesy of Regal Cinemas, they gave me the poster. So it was a real honor to get that from them. And so I was like, oh, I got to put this up for Alex because, show my love.
Yeah. It's funny. Like, I'll pull it out later, but I have the trap replica from the movie from 84. I have a prop replica of that. I have Egon's Napoleon from Afterlife that powers up. I have the Proton Pack. I haven't opened it. Like I said, that was for the other channel where I unbox all my stuff. I have the slime blower from part 2. The thing that I have that. I have the Geiger meter. That they have. I have so much stuff, Ghostbusters, and then I built my suit. Finally, my screen replica suit.
Wait, you're supposed to wear that tonight, man.
Yeah, it's kind of hot down here. the suit is really hot. I recorded the review and I was literally sweating within 2 minutes in, and I'm like, I don't know how actors could wear those damn jumpsuits 24 hours. But yeah, so Geeks and Flix movie reviews. If you guys are into movie reviews, check it out. Nate does his movie like new releases every Friday. I'm gonna start doing them Wednesday, and I'm gonna start next week. I'm gonna start my DC journey, meaning I'm gonna start from the first Superman movie that started it all off, live action, which is the George Reeves 1951 versus the Mole Men, all the way up to the latest DC live action, and I'm gonna purchase all of them. And then I'm going to do at the end, show the entire haul of all the live actions that I collected during the journey of watching them through. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, if you guys want to check it out, Geeks and Flix.
Please do, man. They have great stuff.
Yeah, definitely check out. If you're not already following Geeks and Flix, definitely go over there and follow them.
Yeah.
He and Nate, they have great show. And, I mean, we kind of got started with them.
Forget their show. They're just great people.
Yeah, just great guys. And they always join us for our Geeks with Faces of Radio Awards that we do every year. We're going to be coming up on our 3rd annual award ceremony next year, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And we're supposed to be doing something in the middle of the year with you on your channel.
Yeah. We're doing the preview.
So I'm looking forward to coming up with something like a, mid-year blast or something where, we get together in June or July and we just kind of have a blast, because I can't wait to come onto your guys' channel again and do another live stream.
Yeah.
Yep, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really, really fun. I can't wait to watch these movies. Let's do this. Let's do these.
Let's do this. I'd love a White Castle. I don't really like White Castle, but
White Castles.
I am not a White Castle fan. But as my granddaughter would say,
wow.
Thank you, Piper. She's just about ready to turn 5. And
when's her birthday?
Her birthday is May 12th.
Oh, okay. Miles is going to turn 5. His birthday is June 13th.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that is
awesome.
That is so awesome. All right, so let's get into it. Basically, what we did was we watched the 5 movies, and in this case, we took the average score between the 3 of us, and I have ranked them 5-1. So I don't think it's a big surprise, but I'm going to ask you guys anyway. Which one do you think is our lowest scored movie?
Oh, it has to be that German movie, bro. It has to be that German. I know it's gonna be Color Purple. It's gonna be Color Purple because I know you guys hate musicals, but I hope it's the Netflix. Please
I think it's the Netflix one.
Yeah, I think it's Netflix. Is it?
It's the Netflix one.
Okay,
This is
oh, this is so bad.
Kill Me If You Dare. This is a Polish film.
Oh, I thought it was German.
I thought it was German.
It's Polish. I was
okay.
I was like, holy crap. Which is kind of like, Polish is kind of a German Russian kind of mix, with the language and stuff. But yeah, this was bad. I didn't like this.
I totally hate this movie. It wasn't good.
It was bad.
It basically took every like score or something from a romantic comedy and throw it in there to make it look like you were having a good time. And then there's some freaking James Bond music coming in. I don't know where this happens, but they're doing some stuff. But there's absolutely no chemistry between the 2 leads.
No.
It was like a brother and sister trying to be husband and wife.
I like the other 2.
The 2 friends, they had more chemistry than the 2 leads.
Yeah, it just felt so. You know what it reminded me? It reminded me of a Kid and Play Class Act. You ever seen Kid and Play Class Act? It was like that. I don't know if you guys seen that movie, but
are we saying to skip it? Yeah, we're gonna say skip it.
Oh no, skip it. No, you skip it. Yeah, you got to skip it. But this movie reminded me of Kid and Play Class Act. Like it was just corny, campy. But it's very corny. Yeah. At least the Kid and Play one, you knew who they were. I didn't know who these people were, and they're talking in another language. Which not really, because it was in English, but you can see that it was dubbed.
Yeah, it was dubbed, but yeah, and you can change it to the original language, and we always try to do it.
That's what
it's hard
to see if the acting's better, and it wasn't.
No.
So
see, maybe that's why I think I enjoyed it just a titty hair more than you guys, because I watched it in Polish, and I just went with it. See, I don't ever put the
Caveman unfortunately watched it. Yeah, sorry about that, bro.
Yeah.
It's bad, and what's sad though is that it had a good premise. I think the premise was really good.
Yeah, it was like a what happened in Vegas premise, where it was like they get together and then they win the lottery. Let me do the synopsis so that everybody kind of knows what's going on here. Kill Me If You Dare. There it is. Oh boy, I don't even want to say her name. Anyway, it says a winning lottery ticket has grave consequences for a married couple when they start hatching plans to kill each other for the prize money.
See, that's misleading though.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't hatching plans. It was just that they were assuming they were going to kill each other because they were having
the friends that were trying to get them to kill each other.
Exactly. Yeah. So it wasn't like they were hatching plans. It was just like they had so much bad luck between each other that they assume the other one was trying to kill him. So it was. It was just
like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where they're at dinner and they're thinking one of them poisoned the other one, and
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
It was that kind of crap where it was like, oh, are you trying to kill me? We almost got in a car accident. It was like, no, it was an accident. Or that socket really shocked me. Are you trying to kill me? No, I repaired it wrong because I suck.
Or the slippery floor.
the
So they
friends-
just told them
the
not to
two
go
friends
in.
were like, no,
The
you need to
sauna.
kill him because they're killing you. He's trying to
Yeah.
kill you, so you need to kill them, and cut the parachute cords and do all this kind of crap. So it was trying to be funny, but it wasn't. It just ended up bad. It had a really good concept to it, but it wasn't executed well, and it wasn't written well.
No. It could. You know what's funny? Because I was thinking about it, like when it was done, you could take that script and add real comedians to it, and I bet you the movie will come out good.
Yeah,
With the script that they had on Netflix, I think if you were to put someone like Steve Carell, and let's just say just for whoever, whatever, because I know you, Rich, you hate everybody.
if it's
Let's
not
just-
Jason Bateman, then don't
Yeah.
even consider it.
Yeah, let's just throw Jason Bateman
and
Now
Kristen
you have-
Wiig,
and Kristen. Who?
Kristen Wiig,
Kristen Wiig, whoever. Yes,
Wiig.
you will find Kristen Wiig, wherever we wing with it. And then
Yeah.
you throw another like a around them, their friends that are funny. Then you have a good hit because I mean,
You're
easy,
absolutely right.
like,
if you do that because you let them ad lib a little bit, because these guys can't act, and they
Improv.
were just going off the
Yeah.
script. But you let them ad lib a little bit, you let them have some fun with it, and actually do some damage. I don't know what this cartoon action crap was, but it was like,
oh, it was bad.
if you plugged the hair dryer in the light socket and her hair stood up, and that, and I'm like, dude,
Would
what
you
is
still be
this? Is
friends?
this Looney Tunes or something?
Huh?
Would you still be friends with the other people that were trying to take your money?
Hell no.
Oh heck no. I do
No.
like what they did at the end with them though, with the hospital
yeah.
beds.
Yeah.
I like that,
Yeah.
but I would not have kept them around.
No.
But in reality, though, when you win that much money, right? I mean, we're in modern, and I assume that movie took place in modern times.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not giving you all $5 million. It's going depositing it into your bank account. It's not. You're not coming out of it going. You never see a lottery person winning $1.1 billion and they present them the entire cash.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't. They're gonna give you a check and you put it into the thing. There's this whole thing that the guy took it and he has it on top of his coffee table, and then they brought a
He's
vault,
counting
and then
it,
they
he's got it in
sold
the
it.
safe, and
It's come on, and then I don't mind you telling your friends, like you tell your friend, like, I won this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just, for me, it just felt very. I guess they were trying to do the comedic thing, and it did not. I don't think it worked. It didn't land for me. Some parts were kind of funny, but it was just like I was just like, and they didn't feel like a couple. I didn't feel like they were a couple. I felt like they hated each other.
Yeah, I thought they hated. I thought they were going to kill each other, regardless of whether they got the scratch off or not. But yeah, I didn't feel the chemistry at all between those two.
No.
There was more chemistry between the dude and his boss than there was between the dude and his wife.
The other couple was great. They were
the other couple. I think they were the funniest in the movie, but they were instigating the whole thing. They were causing all the problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sad though, because like I said, it's a good premise, and out of this, all the movies that we have here lined up for tonight, this one had a good premise and it fell flat. While the other ones, they knew what they were doing with what they had. This one, I just felt bad because this one out of the bunch, kind of the weakest link.
Yeah,
and we just say skip it. We all
that's
say
the movie with
this
it's lined up with the color purple in it too.
Huh?
And this is a lineup of failed, or this movie is the last one, or the fifth number 5, and we have color purple in this lineup. If that tells you something.
Yeah. So I'll go to highlights. But
I bet you I scored this the highest.
They're really there. Yeah.
Who's the highest? Yeah, I think it was Rich, right?
Yeah, Rich scored the highest.
That's not
I did give a 7 for the sound because the stupid what they did where they brought in all these romantic comedy jingles and stuff just cracked me up. And then the James Bond music kind of came in, or Mission Impossible, or whatever they were trying to do.
I think I gave it a 10.
Cracked me up. So I gave the sound. You didn't give that a 10, bro.
Which one? Sound? Well, no, I'm sorry. No, I gave it a 1. And I was just like, I thought sound meant.
You gave it a 2.
Soundtrack.
You gave the sound a 2.
No, I gave it a 1. I have my list here.
Oh, then I have it in. Then I get it in the wrong order.
The
'cause I
one
put
that
it-
you have too is direction. That's the one I put. Directing.
Okay. So, and you had directing before genre.
I have visuals. One. I got it from the list Rich gave me going down. I copied and pasted what he gave me. So then I just wrote down.
He's got the same list I have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The same list Rich
It
has.
should have been visual, direction, sound, genre, subgenre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Direction, I gave it a 2. Sound, I gave it a 1.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
that switched for you.
And
That's
then
my bad. That's
story,
still the
I
same
gave it
score,
a 2.
but
Yeah. 2 is a story. I gave it 2 a story.
yeah, you gave 2. I do have that. It's 2 for story.
Yeah. And then everything else is 1, subgenre 3, and I'm sorry, subgenre 2, and then genre 3. Correct?
I have genre 1, subgenre 3.
No, that's wrong.
I'm gonna have to check your
Oh, you guys fucking
thing
up.
that you sent me.
Someone screwed it up. Someone screwed the pooch. It's all right. I have it here. Hard copy.
We're gonna blame David. Let's just pick on
I
David.
think
We always pick
so.
on Rich.
No, genre 3, subgenre 2. I wrote it down wrong. That's my bad.
Oh my god! Is he trying to make me look bad in front of the millions of people watching at home?
The millions,
Millions,
millions.
the tens of people.
But yeah, and look, in terms of soundtrack, I thought it was decent. That's why I gave it that score. But yeah, that James Bond music was kind of weird.
It was.
Came out
It
of
was,
nowhere.
it was weird, right?
Yeah.
But I will tell you, Alex, that because it's a foreign movie, your cast goes to a 4
Yeah.
automatically.
Gotcha.
So
I forgot
Okay.
to say that.
Okay. That's fine.
That was on purpose.
Because we don't know nobody, I assume.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct? Got it.
Correct.
Yep.
Is this our first Polish movie we've done?
Yeah, I think it's our first Polish movie.
I think it is.
First one I think I saw, to be honest with you. I mean, I saw It Man, and that's not Polish.
That's not Polish.
That's not Polish.
When you
Oh,
win the
man.
lotto, most of the time you're paid in an annuity. Yeah,
That's
and
true.
look, you can
Yeah.
get it in one lump sum, but then they take like half of it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is that in this movie, it's not the lottery. They won the scratch out ticket.
Scratch off.
Yeah. So that's
special shout
totally
out
different.
to Kateros who joined us. Yeah,
There
Kato,
you go.
my good friend, just started following us on YouTube and Facebook
you.
and all that. So thank you so much
Appreciate
for
it.
jumping in. Yeah, make sure to sub everyone on the screen. Yeah, go over to Geeks and Flix and sub them.
And they got some awesome stuff.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, he's a filmmaker and really, really cool person. I used to coach him when he was younger. So that's awesome. So I'm very happy that you're on the show.
All right. So what? So
all right.
we doing
So yeah,
highlights or are we doing the next one?
no, we're just going to go to the final score on this one because really this
Gotcha.
was kind of tanked.
Yeah.
But let's go to the final scores on Kill Me If You Dare, which I changed to just Kill Me. IMDb is giving this a 4.5. Rotten Tomatoes critics score
Oh my God.
nothing. Audience score 20%. Rich gave it a 52. I gave it a 46. Alex gave it a 17 for a
Oh, yeah.
total average score of 38.33.
I'm
So-
sorry, man.
Oh, yeah.
17 is the low. It had to be 17. There was
It
no
had
way.
to be 17.
It had to.
It had to be 17.
Like out of us 3 scores, I think the majority of people would tackle 17. They would just go, "This is a 17."
I agree.
Out of a
I agree
52,
with
I
the
don't-
17. It's
Yeah.
17 in my heart, but 46 logically how I scored it. But yeah, no, I don't. This is a turd.
I
This is
agree.
absolute turd.
Yeah.
The millions and millions.
It's a really bad. It's really
Damn,
bad.
Alex.
But I mean, I'm being honest. Like, I mean, I tell
That's-
everybody,
that's
I'm the
good.
most honest. I'm the most honest reviewer there is. I even shit on my own Die Hard franchise.
He
like,
was,
I'm gonna
man.
be honest.
I'm
with you.
an honest
Wait
reviewer.
till you
I
see
like
a score on
Roadhouse.
Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, wait till Ghostbusters come out. I got a lot to say about that.
He's got a lot to say about Ghostbusters.
I got a
We'll just
lot
put
to say.
Alex in the big screen. It's just make
No,
it full
no,
blown.
no, no, no.
We're just-
no.
Dude,
Then I'll
that's-
be ranting.
that's-
I'm like, you
that's
son
gonna
of
be
a
funny.
bitch! Start throwing chairs.
We're gonna go.
Hey,
So,
Jim."
Alex, what did you think
Yeah.
about
Oh man. All right. So we did Kill Me.
17 is a great winger song. Yes.
I was thinking that,
17.
I am
Of
familiar
the
with that song.
but
age
but you
of
can't sing that now. We'll all go to jail.
17.
No, we'll all go to jail.
Yeah, but we can sing that Stevie Nicks song, The Age of 17. She's the one we love. Sing the song that
And that's why she's singing.
yeah. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh. Oh man, we're starting already. We're starting it up.
Oh, dude.
I'm sorry.
And Robert thought I was harsh. Yeah. Robert was giving Jay such crap.
Yeah.
Even when it was Rich with the lowest score, he was blaming Jay. Earworms.
Earworms.
Earworms. All right. So what do you guys think came in at number 4?
Color Purple.
I'm saying Color Purple. Between you two. I'm saying Color Purple. I think my Color Purple is kind of decent scoring. So
Your Color Purple score was decent, and because
Yeah.
of that, our number 4 movie is
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That movie.
No. Fuck no. No. No.
Yes,
No.
yes, yes,
No.
yes.
No. No.
Yes.
No. This is gonna be a recount. Put all the numbers up here. We need to recount.
The people have spoken, Rich. The people
No.
have spoken.
This movie was fucking fun.
Oh Lord.
No,
We all
man.
saw different roadhouses.
No.
Yes, we went to
No.
different roadhouses on this one.
No.
Oh yes.
How? Oh.
How is
Oh.
this possible?
Color
Okay.
Purple's next.
No, there's no way the Color Purple beat this motherfucking movie. There is no way. Dave, you have to be ribbing me. You have to be ribbing me.
No, I'm
Are you
not.
messing with him, Dave? Are
I'm
you
not messing with him.
No.
I'm not messing with him.
Dude, there's no way. There's just no way.
Oh man.
No way. Okay.
Okay, so let me read the synopsis. Not that like everybody doesn't know about this movie. It says ex-UFC fighter Dalton takes on the job as a bouncer at a Florida Keys roadhouse, only to discover that his paradise is not all that it seems. Yeah. So,
I'm speechless.
so Alex, you want to go?
say?
All right, look, let's just go around the table. We could do it simple, like, cause I mean, this is a lot of stuff, but we could break it down easy, right? So
Yeah.
let's do it this way. Let's talk about the cast and the acting, because it's kind of the same, right?
Yeah.
For me, Hugh McGregor was so corny. I know he fit the movie for what it is, but I
But
just
it was
did not
great.
like it. I
Dude,
don't know.
he had that Lucky Charm fucking thing going. It was-
I don't know, man. I mean, fighting wise, he was good. He
Oh,
was
dude,
great
he's badass.
fighting. Great, he was fighting. But man, his
Gyllenhaal was
acting is
fantastic.
his acting was bad. Jake Gyllenhaal looked like he got paid and he did not. It just like he's like, I'm getting.
No,
a
see,
check.
I disagree.
Yeah,
think-
he looked like he was getting a check. This looked like a straight to DVD movie, bro.
No, I think this could have been put in theater.
No,
This should have been put in theater.
Richie,
I think this
telling me
probably would have
this
made. This probably would have countered the Ghostbusters crowd. It probably would have made like 30.
Are you
$35 million.
kidding me? Are you
Yeah.
gonna tell me this would have made? You
30
gonna say
million.
that this would have made
25 to
30
30.
million?
25 to
theater.
30 million. Yeah,
Oh my lord.
I think so. I
Rich,
think this would make
Rich,
25.
let me just tell you, this movie would have
And this is
flopped.
the moment when Rich
hard.
quits the show.
Rich, this
Go
movie
Dalton.
would have bombed.
Conor
super
McGregor
duper.
I don't think
annoyed
so.
the hell out of me in this movie. He was whacked in this movie. He was so whacked in this movie.
He's
Roadhouse
bad.
definitely had
He
no
was
reason
bad,
being
Rich.
named the same as Swayze's. Would have been better as a standalone.
McGregor
Yes.
is corny, crazy, but Doug Liman, that's his name, right? Doug Liman? He
Yeah.
directed this?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knew what he was getting. He knew what he was doing with this movie. When you watch this movie in the first 5, I'll get out of here, Evan. Band, Evan's band. You know what you're getting for the first
I'll put it on my
5-10
timeline.
minutes of this movie. You know, as soon as you see Tattoo Face, Post Malone, that's his name, right? You knew
Yeah.
what you were getting.
Yeah,
You
you knew
ain't
you were
gonna
getting a
believe-
bad movie.
No,
Yeah.
he
He's
was
a
over the
street
top
fighter.
cheese.
Oh, it's cheese. It is
It's
absolute
cheese.
cheese.
There's no
No
way.
way.
It's just cheese.
I
It is
love the way they
absolute
shot the
cheese.
fights. I have a list here.
A list of what? Good points?
Gyllenhaal I thought Gyllenhaal was great in this.
He was good, but it
I
looked like
think-
I felt like he got paid and he just didn't give a fuck. He was just like, okay, you paid me millions of dollars. I'm going to do this movie. I'm going to get ripped. And that's it.
He had this no nonsense care in the world, but there was still something behind him. You know what I mean? He was like, maybe I'm reading too much into the fucking movie.
Yeah, but if you remember the original Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze killed somebody by ripping the guy's throat out. That was the reason why he didn't want to fight. But this one,
which there was an Easter egg on that in the movie.
Yeah, which this one was in the UFC. He killed someone in the ring, and he didn't want to get angry. And
he killed like his best friend in the ring.
Yeah, because he lost it, and he went in his rage mode and blah blah blah, blacked out. Honestly, man,
no.
there's
a definite reason for the CGI fighting, and that is because Post Malone doesn't know how to fight.
They never show him fighting.
Yes, they did.
Post Malone, you can absolutely see him fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. In the very first, yes.
Yeah, and then when he saw Jake
Gyllenhaal,
Gyllenhaal,
yeah.
Nah,
I am gonna say, out of the 5 movies this week, this is the movie I had the most fun with, and I would rewatch out of all these movies.
Yeah, I did warn everyone that The Color Purple might end up number 1, and then I'm gonna vomit on live camera.
No, I will be pissed.
There's no way.
There's no way. I am still shocked.
There's no way.
You rigged this, Dave.
I did not rig it. Look.
Well, look at the bridge.
I'm kind of in the middle of you guys, and not just literally because I look like I'm in the middle of you guys, but I liked it and I didn't. I think there are some positives. The CGI fighting was a little hokey. I did like the fight scenes. I thought it was total cheese. I do think it shouldn't be a sequel, but I know Jake Gyllenhaal was trying to honor Swayze. Like he was talking about how his tattoos were about him, about Swayze or something. And then he was trying to honor him with the Easter eggs and stuff. I caught the Easter eggs. I liked it. I enjoyed it, but not as much as Rich.
This movie was fun for me.
I agree with Alex that it deserved to go straight to streaming. I don't think it should have done. I don't think it would done anything in the theater.
No, I think $25-30 million.
I think it would have made money opening weekend, and then it would have just taken a shit.
Yeah. How much was it to make? It had to be.
I think it was 35 million.
Yeah. So you put in a theater and you tell me it makes 30 million. It's still a flop because it's not even breaking even. You put
it. Sorry, 85 million.
That would have bombed. That would have bombed.
Estimated budget 85 million. It would have bombed.
It would have bombed.
So, if it was 35, it might have made its money back total. But 85 million, bomb.
Rich, there's no way he's making his money back with Ghostbusters and King Kong right after it.
25-30. Then you don't put it on Amazon right away. You let it hit the VOD places. And that people buy them.
Yeah, but people are going to shit all over it once they see it.
But you don't know that. But look at Madam Web. Look how shitty that movie was.
It was, but you got that Marvel stamp. And
yes, see, David hit the point. Yes, but David hit the thing. It's part of a universe. Sony Spider-Man.
The shit universe.
Yeah, it's a shit universe, but the problem is that it's part of a franchise. Yeah, that's.
But people.
Roadhouse is not.
But people see. Everybody knows what Roadhouse is. Like, oh, this is a remake. Let's buy this. You get your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you like, and you fucking rent it. It'll make money.
So Madam Web had a budget of $80 million.
How much you mean?
It made 99 million.
There you go. The people have spoken.
But wait, so it lost money, and it had the Sony and Marvel like label behind it. It's not an MCU movie. It's definitely standalone. But
look at Google the VOD sales on. I think it was Variety or Deadline. I was reading an article where it fucking tore up the charts on VOD. It's making all kinds of money on there.
Yeah, but the still when the studio gets the numbers, it's
no,
still
it wasn't. Evan, you need to come correct. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
it was not good.
No, I don't know if there was a Roadhouse too, but
I didn't know.
But the thing is like for me, I just think I liked the original because I kind of liked the dive bar. It made sense. He went to a dive bar. And he had to bring it up from a piece of shit all the way up to something, new. Yeah, that one right there, right? And then he had my man Sam Elliott with him, his boy.
Mm-hmm.
This one,
which there was missing. There was no
Florida.
There was no like great mentor guy that that I wanted that. And
I
even
don't
if
think
it
you
was
needed
Sam Elliott again, it could have been anybody. Bring somebody in as kind of the, but really it was Post Malone.
Yeah. I mean,
Because-
he goes to Florida. He met this lady, goes to Florida. He goes into the bar, and it didn't even, it tried to recreate the first movie, but it failed in so many ways. They had the chicken wire band, and every time, and the good thing about the Roadhouse, the part with the Roadhouse I liked about the first movie a lot. It was upgrading, meaning that every other scene that chicken wire was removing and the band started to get comfortable and everyone started to settle down.
Right.
Yeah. And it looked like Patrick Swayze and the bartender and the bodyguards or whatever you want to call bouncers had everything under control until the bad guys came in.
Yeah.
Right? This movie
shit got real.
Yeah. And this movie, it was nothing. The chicken wire was still up.
Well, the chicken wire was still up, but the other bouncers had more confidence in themselves too.
But the thing is then why get Jake Gyllenhaal? Because the other guys could have did
there was only one bouncer.
Yeah,
there was only one bouncer when Jake Gyllenhaal come in, and he goes and grabs the dude from the kiosk outside.
Yeah,
and
so
has him be a bouncer. So they got two bouncers and him.
And he's the mentor in this. He mentors.
He's the mentor. So I was kind of looking at. I don't know if this is kind of weird, but it is because I am. But I was thinking of this as kind of a prequel almost. Like because it's about how he first got started as a bouncer, right? Even though it's a complete reboot, it's a totally different dude. His name is Elwood Dalton, by the way. Jake Gyllenhaal's character. But I kind of like the I was looking at it like it was a prequel, like he was just getting started as a bouncer and things were happening. So I was kind of liking that as an element. I did like the fight scenes. I liked that it was more UFC based than the original movie was more ballet and martial arts as opposed to UFC and MMA stuff. So this one had more like actual fighting stuff. But I mean, I can't say that it's better than Swayze's at all.
No. I
mean, it's total shit, but I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I'd watch it again.
Oh, me too.
But I don't think it's that great.
No, it's not good. It's a literally straight to DVD movie. There's no way, dude. It is literally a straight to DVD movie. When he's on the bridge and the CGI, getting hit by the truck was horrible.
Like
that was horrible.
100%.
And he falls off a bridge. That was horrible. That was horrible. And then I do like the final fight between him and Ewan McGregor. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. The boat scene of them fighting on the boat, that was so corny, bro. That was that is so corny. You can't tell me on that.
It's a safe bet, Corey.
It's a safe bet that his is higher.
But I didn't score it high.
No, you didn't. You didn't score it high. I mean, I'm actually closer to you than I am Alex, but Alex really scored it low.
Yeah, I did. I scored it low.
Scored it to what I think it deserved. That just means that I had a lot of fun with this movie. What's he fucking saying?
Rookie, you haven't seen the show enough. Rich loves a movie and gives it the lowest score. That's how he rolls. The main villain was weak and stupid. Who gets the edge shave on a boat as it sails?
Right.
In choppy water, No, the bad guy in this, the villain, is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would have preferred because his dad was in jail or something. Bring the dad out of jail and make him the main bad guy. I'd have dug that. But instead,
I thought Ewan McGregor was his dad. I was like, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, Conor McGregor was the guy that he hired, that the dad called and hired from prison and said, "Hey, go beat those guys up." And he's like, "All right, but first I'm going to look like I haven't taken a shit in a month, and I'm going to walk around like this."
That's how he walks.
That's how he walked.
He crashed every car that he had.
That looks like a great. You guys are having a bashing good time, and then he hits the table with the golf club.
Yeah.
So yeah, corny, yes, absolutely, positively cheesy, but I did have fun.
I loved it.
I would see it. But
why did the fighter guy kill the son? Because the son basically bankrupted him.
Yeah.
Well, the fighter guy killed the son because the dad said kill him. that was the dad.
Yeah, he was annoying too because he was like interfering with the fight. Like he was like all into the adrenaline, and he just went. Broke
Yeah.
his neck.
Just go.
Like,
Yeah, you
yeah.
just you need to go. I'm busy. But yeah, I like that final fight. And then
And the end
okay,
credit scene
and
was
you
funny
did you
too.
guys catch the mid credit scene
Yeah,
No.
with it when walking out.
with it in the hospital?
Yeah.
No,
So-
I didn't see it.
Okay,
I shut it
so-
off. Super fast.
So you know where you've got you've got the whole thing where I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. If you guys want to see it, you can see it.
Dude,
But let's
you guys
just
watch
say
it. It's a fun movie.
let's just
It's
say
not art. I mean, like
that
art house.
no, it is not. It's not set out to win any awards.
No.
I do think I thought it was fun, but it was
Mhm.
awful. It wasn't good, but I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I laughed.
It's
had
a
more
lot
fun
of
with this than
cringing
fucking
scenes,
Ghostbusters.
though. It's a lot of cringing scenes.
Oh no, there's some cringe in it. I agree.
That when he drove them to the hospital is really horrible. That was a
I
horrible
like
scene.
that. I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
my-
They're
I
all
knew
sitting
you
in
were
the
gonna
back.
like that corniness. That is super corny.
And I like the little
Super
Mexican
cool.
dude too. He's like, he just, I don't know. I just like that dude.
Well, so if you remember the original movie, because
Yeah.
basically they tried to emulate characters from the original movie in here.
Yeah.
So you got of course you got the bar owner, which is played by the lady who was in
Booksmart.
Fantastic Beasts. But you have the Tinker, who was the big stupid guy in the original movie. That was he was fighting, but he ended up living at the end. The polar bear fell on him. That was the Mexican dude
Okay.
that went off on the bike. He was the goofy comic relief, the plucky guy that
I
got
like
beat
it.
up, but like didn't feel bad about it. And Robert likes the nurse. Of course you do.
Oh yeah.
She was all right, but that was again another coincidence. Hey, I hate you. Whoa, whoa,
Rich's
now listen, I
t-shirt
love
line
you.
about Nolan teaching a master class, therefore it's his number 2. Yes, that is
No.
going to be on a t-shirt.
So what's the score of this one of
All
us
right.
3?
All right, so we'll take a look at some highlights because there's a little bit of highlights here, especially from Rich.
I did not score this very high.
But but you and I both gave the cast a 10
Mm-hmm.
because we a lot of people are recognized. But so Rich, you gave 8s to the trailer, the visuals, the sound, and the genre. You gave 7s to the acting, ending, story, direction, and then a 6 for the subgenre. I gave a 10 to the cast. I gave 8s to the ending and the genre, and then I gave 7s to the trailer, story, visuals, and sound. Because I did like the sound, but the Jeff Healey band in the original movie, that takes the taco. The music was much better in that one.
Oh yeah, the blues guy.
But I did like the variety of bands and the variety of music in this one. I enjoyed that. It's just some of the songs weren't that good. So Alex, your highest score is a 5 for the genre, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So let's go to our final scores on Roadhouse. This is taken number 4, and remember, this is because it's the average score of the 3 of us. So
Your fault, Alex. It's your fault, damn it.
So here are the final scores on Roadhouse, coming in 4th place, you guys. IMDb is giving this 6.5. Rotten Tomatoes critic score, I'm going to remove this really quick. 61. Audience score 56. Rich gave it a 76. I gave it a 72. Alex gave it a 23 for an average score of 57. So, but there's a big jump between 5 and 4 by total average.
Where to go? I can't. I know.
What is number 1?
What's
What's
up,
up, Del?
Del? Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, what's
every
number
single-
1?
Well, we're going to number 3.
All right,
But-
so number 3, I'm gonna say Napoleon.
Okay.
It fucking better be Color Purple. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Okay. At number 3 is Napoleon. No, I'm just kidding. It's Color Purple.
I'm about to lose my shit.
Our number 1 movie, Color Purple.
Oh, shoot.
No. So the Color Purple comes in 3rd place, you guys.
Okay.
Should have been 4th.
It would have been in most cases, but I'll read the
Fucking
synopsis. It says a woman. Stop that. Okay, there it goes. A woman faces many hardships in her life, but ultimately finds extraordinary strength and hope in an unbreakable bond of sisterhood. So what do you guys think of this?
I'm gonna be
take
honest.
the music out.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. The music, I thought it was way too much music in this thing. But other than that, I kind of dig the storyline. I thought it was actually pretty.
Yeah,
it was pretty good. At the end, I was more invested at the end because there was no singing. So when everybody got together again and everything, I kind of felt bad with the crowd. I was like, I felt bad. I'm not gonna lie. I felt emotional for Fantasia. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
She got her kids, her sister back. You know, the guy wasn't addicted to her no more.
I liked that ending.
Great ending.
I think Colton Domingo was fantastic in this.
Who?
Colton Domingo, is that his name?
The one that plays Mister.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. He was good.
He keeps getting better and better.
I think he's an amazing actor. I think his job in Rustin was better than this.
I agree.
Which he was nominated for an Oscar for.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him in parts. Danielle Brooks is the one that I really liked in this movie. She was amazing. She was the one that was thrown in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for smacking the white dude.
For smacking the mayor.
Yeah.
That was the
that's
mayor.
what it was? Oh, okay.
He bitch slapped the mayor.
Yeah.
So she got 6 years in jail because of it. So I liked her in it, and she was nominated for supporting actress. So I was like, okay, well deserved.
Well deserved. And she's great in The Orange is the New Black too. So I was glad to see her like get recognized outside of the TV path. Just see her talents is getting
they'll like The Color Purple, but then definitely love it. The cast was better than the movie.
I agree.
Amazing cast.
Yeah,
I agree.
Fantasia was really good.
Yeah, and that
I was so happy to see Fantasia because I hadn't seen her since American Idol.
Yeah, same here. My wife was like, "That's Fantasia." I was like, "What?"
That's Fantasia. I was like, dude. And I've always loved her voice. She won. I think she won like season 3 of American Idol, and then she was gone. I didn't see anything. She probably did Broadway or something, but this,
I think she does Broadway.
This played like a Broadway movie. I'm like, right away, you got the choreo going and the musical numbers going, and I threw up in my mouth. It's just, I could not stand the music in this. I was like,
how many times did you stop?
4 times.
Stop the movie?
I stopped it 4 times. I muted it twice. I muted it twice because I just couldn't stand some of the songs. But I had to watch the movie, and then I stopped it. I paused it, walked outside, screamed. Neighbor shot at me, and I went back in the house.
Some songs were catchy. I thought some songs were catchy.
There was one song that I like, and it was Danielle Brooks that sang it when she was like, "You don't let no man hit you."
The hell no! I think it's the hell no.
That was. I like that song. I was like, "Yeah, bitch, tell him."
Did any of these songs get nominated for Oscar?
No sound nominations. All actress nominations here. Yeah. All actor nominations.
I sang hell no to my wife.
No sound editing, no score, no original song, nothing.
Yeah.
So.
I would never watch this one again.
No, I wouldn't either.
It's just too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, lots of Broadway. That's what I thought, Del.
You could tell.
Yeah. I mean, she was great and she was on point. Yeah. She was really good.
I liked
when
her.
She gave him the voodoo hand.
I didn't know. I don't know. I still don't know for sure if that was Taraji P. Henson that was actually singing in the movie.
I think it was. I think that was all of them singing.
Because I didn't know that she could sing.
No, they all sang. Yeah, I think they all sang their parts.
Yeah.
So she sounded great.
Yeah, I think she sounded good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't stand musicals. So I hated this movie, guys. I was
curious to see how many times
I hated this movie. I hated this movie. Yeah, I stopped it for actually I stopped and then I waited till the next day before I finished it.
Oh wow.
But I paused it 4 times so I could walk away, and I muted it twice for 2 of the songs because I just couldn't because they're doing the no.
I mean, some of them got a little.
Del confirms Taraji did the singing too. Yeah, I didn't know that she could sing very well, and I'm really impressed with that. I thought she
Well,
did
nowadays, I mean, I think even in the 90s or whatever, when they do all the musicals, all the actors sing like their parts.
Yeah.
Like Chicago, I know all of them
Chicago.
sing.
Oh man, Queen Latifah did an amazing job in Chicago.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
And I didn't
Never
think
seen
that
it?
was her.
Mm-mm.
I didn't think she did it either. I didn't like it. I hated the movie, but Queen Latifah did an amazing job, and I was really impressed with her.
Phantom of
I
the
had to go back
Opera.
and see if she sang it because I didn't think she did it either.
Phantom of the Opera, Gerard Butler
Did you hate this
sang.
movie, or did you Roadhouse hate this movie? Ooh boy, that's a tough question, Corey. Now, this was not Roadhouse hate. This is my own personal hate.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
can
you never
acknowledge
like musicals, so
I don't like
Yeah.
musicals, and I
Yeah.
can acknowledge I was crying for a totally different reason during this movie because I was like, I had a migraine. I was like, dude, I am not doing well for this
I
movie.
started this last week after last week's show, and as I'm watching this, I was like, "Oh, Dave's gonna fucking hate this." He's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah, I
fucking
was
hate
watching
this.
it and I was like, this dude is slitting his wrists
Yeah,
at this
Oh, man.
moment. Yeah.
I was like, "How
Like,
is he gonna
take
get
me,
this?"
Lord. Take me now.
Take me now. So the power went out Monday night,
Oh boy.
and I really wish that's when I was watching Color Purple because that would have been the time to because the power was out and it was out till like 2 a.m, and I was like, great, I don't have to watch Color Purple, but no, I still had to watch Color Purple. So oh my god, this it sucked so bad.
What's our scores on this one?
Mike, so I don't understand redoing classics. You can't beat the originals. Well, there's a couple of reboots
Roadhouse.
that I
Just
like.
saying.
Roadhouse. Rich is saying. Rich is the only one saying.
Hey,
That
Rich is
Roadhouse
the only
doesn't-
one on that boat. Yeah, I'm not understanding how, I understand why Hollywood is doing it. The stupid humans in this world continue to go and watch
Yeah,
these damn reboots and
yeah,
remakes.
funny
So
though,
it's,
man.
I can't understand it. But now they're doing Never Ending Story, which I'm
Yes.
like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like,
Yeah,
Hollywood is done when you saw Never Ending Stories getting remade.
I love that movie when I was a kid.
No, it's great,
Yeah.
but it doesn't need to be remade.
But don't redo it. Yeah, don't do that. There's
What's
gonna be
funny
some
is,
hidden
though,
touch.
People are not us, but people are gonna bitch. All they do is do remakes and sequels, but that's not true. They do make original movies, but no one goes.
But
No
no
one
one will
gives
go
a
watch
shit.
them. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be good or not. Why spend the money?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
but again, it depends. It also depends on marketing and how they sell these movies, right?
I agree.
Because if half of these movies that come out, I don't know nothing about it. I don't see it on TV unless Nate, because he's seen it in the theater, he'll go, "Oh, Alex, this is something that you might like," and he'll send me a link, and I'm like, "When the hell did this come out?" And then next thing you know, I don't, like that Abigail vampire movie.
Yep.
I'm like, that shit looks pretty cool. I think it
does.
looks cool to me, right?
Yeah.
We
It
just
does.
saw the trailer. We just saw the trailer on TV yesterday, and I was like, "Damn, this shit comes out in like 2 weeks, I believe, or
Yeah.
something like that." So I'm just like, that kind of, or Monkey Man, like
that looks good.
that looks
Monkey
amazing.
Man, I was almost like, I want to see this in the theater when I saw the thing for Monkey Man. I was like, dude,
Remember, I asked you about it, and you were
Yeah.
like, "Nah."
well, until I saw the trailer, and then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
My
So, yeah,
wife
now
saw
I'm
the
interested.
trailer.
We're
My
just trying
wife
to
saw
get
the
himself
trailer.
banned from his own show.
Well, it's
Um,
funny because my wife saw the trailer to Monkey Man, right?
Yeah.
And she goes, "Check this out." And I saw it because of the Super Bowl, because the guys sent it to me, and I was like, I don't remember it that much. So she sent in me again like a bigger trailer, and I said, "Oh shit, this looks dope." She goes, "Oh, it's all right, we got tickets." I was like, "What?" She's like, "I want to see it. It's John Wick, the Indian version." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, Dev Patel,
I was like,
right?
I was like, "Great."
Yeah, it's Dev
Yeah, the
Patel.
guy. Yeah, he directed,
He's
wrote the
directing
script.
it and starring it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
That's
also
up.
got Jordan, or not? Is it Jordan Peele that's behind this? That's producing it? Is Jordan
Yeah.
Peele?
I
or-
think Jordan Peele is producing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So you know there's something
this is-
there.
This is my favorite text this Dell wrote. I can see Dave watching musicals all alone, singing and dancing, and telling us he hates them.
Mhm,
Yes,
you write down.
Mm.
that's exactly what I'm doing. It's more like
Yep.
stomping and screaming is what I'm doing. Hey, they can do a Roadhouse the musical, and
No.
Rob does not like that.
No.
Um,
All right. So what's a score for Color Purple?
Corey like Late Night with the Devil.
I know.
So
I can't wait to see
I
that.
definitely want to see that. So let's go to our highlights. Alex, I'm going to start with you because you actually have a couple of 10s here
Yes, I
for
do.
sound and for subgenre, which makes sense. And then your next highest is a 7 for the ending. And you have you have an 8 for the genre.
And a
It's
6
drama.
for the cast.
And a 6 for the cast. Yes.
Yep.
Rich, you have a 10 for the cast, and then you have 8 for the acting, and then 7s for sound, genre, and subgenre. I have a 10 for the cast, an 8 for the subgenre, because I think as a musical, it's pretty solid, which I know I hated it, so it must have been a good musical. And then a 7 for the acting, and then I have 6s for ending and visuals. There was one visual scene where they're on that giant record player.
That was cool.
I thought that was cool. So I gave a bonus point for that. And then when the birds were flying around all weird, I like that. So bonus points for that. Let's go to our final scores on The Color Purple. Coming in third place, you guys. Shabam. IMDb is giving this a 6.9. Rotten Tomatoes critic score 82%. Audience score 95%. Rich gave it a 59. I gave it a 55. Alex gave it a 62. Total average score 58.67.
It's not bad.
We were all pretty close together on that.
Yeah. I knew I was gonna like it more than you guys.
Yeah, you did high score that one.
Yeah, I did high score in that one, and the other ones I bet I high scored too. But yeah.
All right, we got 2 more left. Which one do you think is number 2?
Napoleon.
Yeah,
I would say Napoleon. Ghostbusters is gonna be really high between everybody.
Number 2 movie is Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
Whoa, this is more like it.
Wow. I mean, can't judge it, but yeah, that's crazy. Okay. I'll go with that.
Not bad, close scores. They must have been smoking. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna turn over the microphone.
Let's get crazy.
Yeah. Let's
no.
Justin makes him feel good.
No. Well, let's talk about it amongst us friends. Like what you guys liked about it, and then we'll go into pros and cons about it. Let's do that. I think it was easier to do it that way between us instead of me going
instead of you getting on your pedestal and
my soap and
then soapbox and just
be like, attention, people.
I love that.
No, in reality, no. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's do the pros. Let's do that. All right, let's go around the table. Let's do the pros. Rich, I mean, it's not my show. You guys do that. What am I doing? Like, okay, I can see what happens.
I'm gonna start because I really enjoyed this.
Okay.
And what I liked about it was it's actually more of a paranormal movie to me than it is a comedy. So it focused, it was more on the ghost. It was actually trying to be creepier. And I dig that because I'm a big horror movie fan. So I really liked the horror elements here, like with the horns and with the behaviors, with the way that they shot it. So I really enjoyed that. Rich, what's some of the pros that you have on this?
The credits when it rolled.
Credits, the beginning credits or the end credits? Because end credits. I agree.
No,
I understand.
I
like Rich's stream. Yes, go over to Turner Fan 77 stream because he's got us live too.
I liked the last half of the movie. I liked the end battle. I liked. I did like Ernie Hudson in this for some reason. He stood out for me. That's really it. There really wasn't not much for me to like at all.
Okay.
All right, Alex, you got any pros on this?
All right, so so my pros is that I'm happy that it was back in New York City. You know, I'm happy with that. Oklahoma to me worked in terms of afterlife because they had to set up the story and give that closure to the original Ghostbusters. So I was like, all right, fine. I'm okay with it. But the next movie has to be in New York. And they did it. So I said, you know what? I'm happy with that. I agree with Rich. Winston was actually pretty good, but I have a split thing with Winston because I have cons with Winston. But the pros is that I enjoy that he was there. Yeah. My favorite character in this movie is going to shock people, but was Ray. Ray was my dude in this movie. Ray was awesome. His YouTube channel I would subscribe to it in a heartbeat. The Repossession. Was it called Repossess? I think it was called Repossess or something.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought that was fun. He looked like he was enjoying himself during this movie. I loved it. So you know what? He was good. Phoebe, I liked her. Did not like half the stuff they did with her, but we'll talk about that in cons. I like that. Other than that, the upgraded proton packs was cool, but honestly, it was all show. And I own a replica proton pack, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it shot the same thing at the end of the movie. It's not like they changed anything with it. They just changed like certain pieces of it, and I'm like, who cares? Phoebe's the only one that actually modded her damn thing
altered
to
it.
freaking to fight this dude because
To
she
fight
knew
the
Bronze.
frozen dude. Yeah.
Yeah, because she knew Bronze was gonna hurt this dude. Everyone else didn't do it, so I was like, oh come on.
Yeah,
was
really.
like-
That's one of the cons that I have is like they only changed like one weapon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So the proton pack getting upgraded, I was like, I like the visual, and I want to do modding mines like that. I love the yellow. I
Mhm.
liked it was cool. Other than that, that's it for me. That's the pros. That's all I have. I was like, that is everything that I could give you from this movie. So everything is cons.
I'm gonna add another pro because I like this more than you guys did.
I can see.
I had a lot of fun here.
Okay.
It's not going to crack my top 10 at all, but I
Mm.
really enjoyed seeing this in the theater. I do still think Afterlife is better, but
This movie shits all over Afterlife.
I did really like this. I liked McKenna Grace in this, and I liked how she was communicating with that ghost. I knew right away what was going to go on with that, but I liked that it was more, she was more intrigued on what it was like being a ghost and what it was like in the afterlife. And that kind of, my Spirits of Spirits podcast, that kind of brings that out of me. So I really enjoyed that. Plus, I did Ray totally. I would have liked more of Ray's show in the movie. That would have been fun. I instead of just a little bit, I would have liked more than that. And I did like Winston. I like him as he's got all the money.
Yeah.
And he's the philanthropist that does all the stuff. And I'm like, okay. And William Atherton comes back as the mayor now. I love that. That cracked me up.
No.
So cool. I was digging on that one. That kind of brought my Easter egg. I enjoyed that a lot. All right. Cons. See,
yeah, Rich. What's your con?
My cons are small, so you go ahead and go with your cons.
Go ahead.
Rich, go ahead.
Rich, what's your cons? What do you hate about it?
I don't like what they did with Phoebe. It felt like they pushed her character back. I just didn't like that. I hated Bill Murray in this. I agree.
Bill Murray was phoning this in. It was there was
too many people in Ghostbusters fucking costumes.
Yeah,
there was just way too many. To me, it loses its charm when you see them all suited up for the first time. Like in Afterlife, that was cool, but we just saw that.
Let me ask you this, Rich. Did this remind you of Jurassic Park Dominion when they brought everybody together?
Yeah, it really did. Yeah, I think
they just kind of threw them together, and I totally agree with that.
Ray and what's his face?
Peter?
No, Ernie Hudson's character. Yeah, Winston. As much as I like them, we got to move past that. I mean, because we don't need those guys. If you want to keep making Ghostbusters movies, hand it to the young generation. Just stop with the nostalgia after nostalgia. Yeah. Just come on, guys. Let's move the story forward instead of keep bringing these guys back in when they look like they don't want to be there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What else did I didn't like? I didn't like the ghost, the blue ghost, whatever that girl's name was.
Garaka?
Yeah.
You like the big baddie? All right. Let's move to Alex. Alex, what are some of your negatives?
All right, guys. I want to preface this to everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I want everyone to know on your fans. I want them to know I am a diehard Ghostbusters fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I will script 1 and 2. Like I could just boom, give it to you. But this is the problem I got with this movie. And again, it's a decent Ghostbusters movie. It's a good Ghostbusters movie. Okay. Here we go. All right. 1, Walter Peck is just a cameo. Okay. Just a cameo. He was horrible in this movie. And this is why. And again, And I'm going to tell you right now, and Dave, I know you liked him. Okay, he worked for what they did for him.
Yeah,
he's the non-believer since Ghostbusters 1, right?
Mhm.
He got hit with the marshmallow at the end, right? He was like, and he got hit with all that marshmallow from the Marshmallow Man when it came coming down on him, right? And I'm going, man, they dropped the ball so hard because in the first 2 Ghostbusters movie, the mayor had to get the Ghostbusters to remove the bad guy from the city because they were the only guys to save the world, right? You mean to tell me that you have the worst character, not the worst character in the sense, but the worst person in Ghostbusters that destroyed the containment unit that everyone hated from part 1 because he's the one who unleashed Ghost upon New York, right? He is now the mayor 40 years later. And you have no scenes of him getting terrorized by a ghost. And at the end of the fucking movie, he's like, you guys destroy New York. Yeah, it's over for the Ghostbusters. And then all of a sudden they throw a microphone in his face and he's like, oh yeah, they saved the day. Ghostbusters. And I'm like, this shit is dumb. They needed to have a scene with him in the office getting terrorized with ghosts, just like Ghostbusters 1 and 2. And he's like, you gotta get me the Ghostbusters. This shit is true, what they was talking about. He put them in jail. You got to get them out of jail. I don't care what it was. It was a drop opportunity, okay? Number 2, Trevor sucked in this movie, okay? The only scenes you had with him is with Slimer. And if you remove all those scenes, the movie is exactly the same movie. There was nothing with him. He was horrible. So I didn't like him anyway. So I was like, you know what? Get rid of that character because he stunk. Mr. Glubinson or whatever, Paul Rudd's character, Gary, right? Gary. Yeah. He did not know who he was. He was the dad or he's the friend. I'm like, dude, I'm not watching a Ghostbusters movie, bro. I'm not here to see a Full House episode with proton packs. Like, I don't care what the fuck you're going to be with them. Like, that's the problem I had with this movie. It was a sitcom. It's literally Full House Ghostbusters. And that's the problem I had with Afterlife. The minute I saw they became Egon's family, I said, this is not Ghostbusters no more. This is now going to be a Full House franchise. No more 4 friends busting ghosts, which I kind of understand. And people could be like, oh, but no, man. It's 4 friends started this business. It wasn't no family business. Now they're making it into a family's business. You know, Winston, the ending of Afterlife, he goes to the Ecto One. Oh, baby, I'm going to take you back. We're going to clean you all up. All he did is give it a car wash because the car was a piece of shit and he's a billionaire. That's all he did. He gave it a car wash. Okay. He gave the car a car wash. I thought coming into this movie, we're going to get a modern, souped up Ecto One, meaning Ecto was going to be brand new with a new engine, new inside with a dope interior. No, we did not get that. You
got the rumble seat and you got the drone and the thing.
That's all you got. And then what else you got? I thought we were going to get a brand new firehouse. We did not get that. It was still 1984 run down. But the post-credit scene of Afterlife, it was all dusty and everything. So I was like, what did he do? Hire cleaning people and said, you guys are just moving into this shitty place? No. Yeah. I was like, this dude is a billionaire for what? Like, what was the point of giving Winston money if you're not funding the Ghostbusters? Like, that's the shit that irked me in this movie. And then the beginning of the movie, they put in the sewer thing into the containment unit, and it was like, oh, it's already filled. And then 10 scenes later, Winston goes, well, we got a brand new one in Brooklyn. Why the fuck you didn't tell me this? Like, why the hell are we figuring it? Like, that's the shit that irks me. And that's lazy writing. Lazy writing. Because you cannot. I hate shit like that, bro. That's why, like, with this movie, it irked me watching it, sitting there. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Do you think Jason Reitman should have came back to direct? I think he should have.
It doesn't matter with directing because it was still horrible writing. It's just the writing.
Did he help write it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the problem. I'm like, who thought of this stuff? There's a lot of plot holes all over the place. How is Winston telling people we have a brand new containment unit, and then for whatever, how many months these people have been busting ghosts and throwing ghosts in a containment unit that's been overflowing? And now all of a sudden, you didn't tell them? Tell me what? Oh, we got a new containment unit. Oh, hey guys, we got a Brooklyn aquarium called the Paranormal Research Center. And I'm like, so you funded all this shit, but we're living in a shitty firehouse and running around in an Ecto One that can't even go down the street. I was like, come on, bro. Like, that stuff irked me. That stuff irked me so much. like sitting there watching the movie, and I'm going, come on, man. Like that pisses me off. Peter Venkman did not need to be in this movie at all.
No.
Janine, definitely Janine did not need to be in this movie.
Had no business being there.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
See, that's what I mean. Let those characters go. I mean, you could have Ernie Hudson in this for a little minute.
You could have had Ernie Hudson and you could have had Ray.
That's all you need.
Garaga, brother. Garaga is one of the most, in terms of Ghostbusters, the most deadly character to come on screen. He's a frozen character. He freezes you. You can fucking die at any minute. And I'm like, oh my God, New York is done. What happened? He comes out and the first thing he does is go right to the firehouse. That's the scene that they give you. And I'm looking and I'm texting Nate and I'm going, yo, brother, if I'm directing Ghostbusters, New York City is getting flooded with some frozen creatures running through the streets, doing some stuff and having people going in pandemonium or something, going crazy. We didn't get that.
Did a better job than this dude.
Yeah, have him in the damn street going, let it go or some shit. Like, it was so dumb. Like, they had some good elements showing the tricycle by itself, by the repossessor, whatever the hell the stupid thing was called, the possession ghost. But you mean to tell me you guys wrote all this and you blow your load having him standing in the middle of a firehouse? Mind you, at the end of the Ghostbusters movie, none of the old Ghostbusters is interacting with the new Ghostbusters. They didn't say, hey, are you okay? No, not even Dominion. Because Dominion, they came in contact with each other and they were helping each other. These people didn't. Peter Venkman, Winston, Janine was all in one corner. And then on the other corner was the Spenger family. Yeah. They didn't say nothing to each other. At all. Peter Venkman didn't come in contact with nobody.
I wonder if it was they didn't have maybe they didn't film together. Maybe they could.
Well, they had to film together because they were all together, but shooting the proton beam. So the thing is that they didn't know what to write for them. That when you have shit like that means you did not know how to end this film.
Yeah.
You have Peter Venkman coming in, knocking on the door with wind blowing everywhere, going, "Can I help?" No, we got 8 other people back there waiting, getting shoot up. Like, to me, it's just, look, I love my Ghostbusters, and I told everybody this, and no one wanted to listen to me. Afterlife came out, should have ended with Afterlife, and they should have rebranded Ghostbusters with a brand new team and go on with it, and have Ray and Winston as people that they could help out. Oh, no, I don't know what Garaga is, and then Ray could go into his occult, go through the books, and go, this is how you defeat him. That is it.
I agree.
Doing the Spranger family shit, I'm telling you right now, the next movie is not going to be good. And I'm going to tell people this right now. You're seeing it now. It's going to be Full House with proton packs. You're going to see more family better than actually, but there was no busting ghosts in this movie. Listen to me. The only ghost that they busted together was the sewer monster. That's it. That is it. And you can't tell me, they alluded to it when they came out of the firehouse and they went, no, that's shit. That's nothing because you don't see it. So that doesn't do nothing to me. They did not bust a ghost. They did it in the beginning of the movie, and then 55 minutes later, towards the ending, is Garaga, and that's it. Oh, let's turn on the containment unit so to reverse the process, and it sucks them back in and it closes itself. What kind of lazy writing is that? Oh, dude, let me just tell you, I liked it. Like I said, I thought it was good. But as a real true Ghostbusters movie, no, as a true Ghostbusters movie, 1 and 2 is the best one in the series. Right. I don't care what people say about Ghostbusters 2. It's still fun. It's campy. It knew what it was doing. Yeah, Ghostbusters 2 is fun and campy. This is what this should have been. This should have been Ghostbusters 2 with campy corniness all over the place. We don't get that. So, I mean, at the
eyes. You saw the ghost in the library. I thought that was fucking stupid.
No, I like that. It's a throwback to the first one.
That already.
I enjoyed that.
No, we didn't see that. Like, that would have been fun. Yes, but it was cool callback, meaning that ghost got loosed again. Like, they didn't capture it. But it would have been fun with Peter.
Ray. I thought that was cool. That was fun.
But it would have been more fun if it was Peter and Ray getting attacked by the library ghost, because that was the freaking like Peter Venkman was just a waste of I told my wife coming out the theater, another missed opportunity, Slimer sliming Peter again. Going, Ray, it's looking at me again. He's going, and he's like, and he gets slimed for the second time. Like, he slimed me again. Like, it's something funny. Like, damn, this dude caught me again 40 years later. Slimer, whatever. we didn't get that. And I felt like everyone loves it, and I'm okay with it. That's the whole point of movies, is opinions, right? I love
like
it.
Roadhouse. You didn't.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I'm not saying like I don't think it's a good movie, but I enjoyed the movie for what it was. That's the thing. In terms of Ghostbusters, I like it. I'm gonna buy 10,000 copies of Ghostbusters to go with all my movies. But what I'm saying is, in terms of a true Ghostbusters movie, this is not it. They need to get a way better director and get rid of this Spengler family thing and bring in Winston's kids, because he already alluded that he has kids. Figure out to get one of them into the group, get Ray's kids in, and then have the family, their heirs, taking over the family business. Phoebe could do it. Everybody else could go.
And I did like Lucky. Lucky was like working for Winston.
Oh, that's
so.
Yeah,
I think that was a waste. That was a waste for her. Bring her in on that team.
As a father living in Oklahoma, you're gonna send your daughter to New York City to do what? You're not gonna tell your
60-year-old man. No,
come on, no, you're not. Come on.
Okay, but did you know that Netflix is developing a new Ghostbusters animated series?
I hope so. I always said that would have been better for
they're doing an animated
I always said Ghostbusters would fit the TV scene better, because each episode could be them busting a ghost, and then the final episode could be that big monster that they got to capture. You know what I mean? Like it could work. Ghostbusters could work as a television show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Netflix.
Yeah, it is Netflix. They signed a deal with Netflix. Yeah, with a cartoon series.
Yeah.
But again, I don't want people like, oh man, you shit. I'm not shitting on it. Those are my hates on the movie, and I love the franchise. So I'm not saying I don't. But my fear of the Spengler family is starting to come true watching these movies. I'm just like, Phoebe's lesbian scene made no damn sense.
I think the opening weekend was like 45 million.
45, which is good.
It is.
For Ghostbusters, yeah.
I hope they let this sit for a while. Just let it be.
True. Well, to be honest with you, Rich, I hope they make the money. It's 100 million the movie made. So they need to make it close to 200 plus for them to make the money back, which I'm hoping they do because of the Kong and Godzilla. So it's kind of going to be hard.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be a big drop off, I bet.
It's going to be a very big drop off. And especially a lot of Ghostbuster fans that are diehards love it. And some of them are like how I feel. They're like, yeah, it's good, but it's not really a Ghostbusters.
Right.
Or they do the whole, it's the real Ghostbusters cartoon. Because they throw the gadgets from the cartoon in, like the Ecto C, which is the motorcycle, which I love. I thought that was a cool scene, but it was once.
Yeah.
My favorite scene in the movie, to be honest with you, I'm going to be really honest with you. My favorite scene in the movie is when Phoebe yelled at the mayor. I loved it. Because it reminded me of
they throw her in jail?
Yeah, when they throw her in jail. That reminded me of Egon yelling at Walter Peck in the first movie when he let go when he blew up the containment unit.
Yeah.
Because he was like, these men are responsible for whatever. And then Egon was like, your mother. And he went to try to grab him. And I was like, oh my God, Egon punched him in the face. Yeah. So anyway, that was me. All right. I'm sorry. I took over. I knew this was going to happen.
Okay.
It's okay.
My bad. Bad.
All right, let's go to our highlights on it. So I'll start with Alex. We all gave the cast a 10 because it's got everybody and their dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Alex, you gave an 8 to the trailer.
Yep.
To the visuals, to the sound, and then really 4s and 5s to everything else, and a 3 for story, I think.
It's kind of lukewarm, man. That story was it's a MacGuffin. You know what a MacGuffin is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a stupid object, and then when you release the object, I don't like MacGuffins. Me and Nate is not MacGuffin people.
Not MacGuffin people. I'm okay with MacGuffins. So,
I like McMuffins.
Rich, McMuffins. Yeah, Rich like McMuffins.
I can see you like McMuffins. I can tell we like McMuffins.
So Rich, you actually gave a 10 to the visuals. You gave a 9 to sound. And then I think that's it. Everything else is like 5s or 6s.
Yeah.
I also gave a 10 for the visuals. I gave an 8 for the ending and an 8 for the story because I like my MacGuffin, and an 8 for sound. Also an 8 for subgenre because I like the paranormal aspect. So I gave that a plus. But
I
Let's
was
go
the
ahead.
lowest one in this group. I feel.
You were the lowest one in this group.
Yeah.
Let's go to our final scores on Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, coming in second place, you guys. IMDb is giving us a 6.5. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 43%. Audience score 84%. Rich gave it a 68. I gave it a 76. Alex gave it a 58. Total average score 67.33.
Yeah.
And there was no music in this. Ghostbusters had dope music,
I love McMuffins.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like Ghostbusters always had like good music.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
love the Bobby Brown
In a
one.
Phoebe playing chess with the ghost was my favorite. I like
That was a
too.
good scene.
Yeah,
that was
that
a
was
good
cool.
scene.
I like this. I like the interaction between Phoebe and the ghost. I just knew
don't
what was
like-
going to happen. I just
I
knew
did not
that
like
that was a
it.
plant.
It
I
felt-
enjoyed that.
See, that scene is pretty much what I was like, okay, if you're gonna go full lesbian scene, then go full throttle. Don't pull back because she's 15 years old and you knew some shit's gonna happen with the fans. You knew if she would have turned into a ghost and made out with her or kissed her or something, like tap kissed her, and then she was like, I'm sorry, and then got her, she was all like, yeah, whatever, man. Yeah. If you got that going, I'll tell you right now, a lot of people would have been turned off.
I think so a little bit.
Yeah, because the people in my theater, I'm gonna be honest with you, when she was like the scene that they were talking to each other, and she was like, "Oh, I know a place that I could go into the whole, the what she said, she could take herself out of her body,
Yeah, and that
so she could be with her, yeah, so she could hang out with her for like 2 minutes or something like that."
Yeah.
My theater just started to sigh. They were like, like they were like, and I was like, yeah, that's not good. When the theater's like, no, like this is a 15-year-old
they
girl.
regressed her character. She was so smart and made good decisions in the first movie.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was teenage angst and
Well, I don't mind
rebelling.
her being a rebel. I don't mind her being a rebel. Like that,
I don't mind
that
that
was
either.
fine.
I
Just the
actually
other
liked
stuff.
it for her age. I thought that kind of worked, but I think they took it too far. But that makes sense with the whole mayor conflict, where because she did that to her mom earlier in the movie, where it was like, tell me that one more time, and then she like went like, oh, I didn't think she was going to say that, and then she turned around and did the same thing to the mayor. That was foreshadowing. You knew that was coming.
Well, it kept pushing, but the thing is like they kept pushing her because she's a minor. You can't be a Ghostbusters. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But then
she's the best Ghostbuster of them all.
Yeah, she's like the best one, and she's the only one that
the
figured
embodiment
out.
of Egon. I'm like, why are you pushing her away? That's not,
And the thing is like, and I hate storylines that is like,
what's up, Bob?
What's up, Bob?
For her to be a lesbian, right? Like they're trying to go this whole lesbian, and then they forced her to do that so she could open up the thing. Like, why did you need her to do all that to open up like that? You could have did it another way. To me, you could have opened up that thing another way. I feel like that whole thing with that, I have to trick her to open it up, and he needs a human mouth. You could have did it so many ways. We've seen movies, you know what I mean? Like, what is it called? We've seen movies like Evil Dead, right? Where they play a tape recorder and they open up a damn portal and everyone started killing each other.
Yeah.
Right. And then I thought that was going to happen when the guy started to play the damn wax tape from 1908. I was like, oh man, he's going to steal that. They're going to open up Garaga. No, they had to go to lesbian.
I don't like Patton Oswalt.
Oh, you don't like him?
No.
It's not Jason Bateman or Tom Cruise. So yeah,
Gotcha. I like the trash bag scene. The trash bag scene was funny.
Okay, so one thing that I had a real problem with was the Fire Master.
He was funny.
Yeah.
He was funny. I like him.
Yeah,
but
that was bad.
I didn't like that premise.
I
didn't
was
like
bad.
that build. That just didn't work for me.
That's called
the whole
lazy.
Rudd doesn't work either.
That was just like they had to make
Lazy
something
writing.
up that could fight this thing.
Lazy writing, brother. That's called lazy writing. When I sat there watching Ghostbusters, I said I could wrote a way better. And I'm telling you right now, I could have wrote a way with what they had here. I could have did a way better movie, directing wise and doing it. I just felt like this was not a Ghostbusters movie. It just did not feel like it. Like I was telling Rich, people said it's the real Ghostbusters. It had elements of the real Ghostbusters, but it's not the real Ghostbusters. It's the cartoon. There's no way this was like the cartoon. People are getting all stuffed up because they took some Easter eggs from the cartoon, threw it into the movie, and people are sucker festing. Like I said, I'm a diehard fan. Ecto 1 getting evil, that's from season 2 or season 3 of the real Ghostbusters when that happened. So I'm okay with it. I thought it was awesome, but you got to let go of the old guys. Let them all go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
keep
You gotta
Ray.
let go of Paul Rudd.
You got to keep Ray. I love Ray.
I'm okay with Winston being the philanthropist, the money guy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need to be seen very much. Maybe just on a phone or visual conversation or whatever, Zoom call, and then Ray for like the history stuff.
Well, not
And
even
then-
because remember, Egon and Ray were the brains of the Ghostbusters,
Right.
And that's why I love the scene at the end when she goes, "Hey Ray, can I talk to you?" And he goes, "What?" He goes, "The casing that was him was held in bronze," and he goes, "Yeah." He goes, she goes, "What do we have here that's bronze?" And they were looking around and they found the fire pole and she started cutting it. And I was like, I like that. Like her and Phoebe remind me of Egon and Ray, thinking, how can we stop this together? They should do some more stuff like that, but they need to go with a younger cast. I don't want the Full House experience again. It made me nauseous. I don't like that. I just want Phoebe. You know what? This would have been a perfect opportunity to bring in Wolowitz from Ghostbusters 2016, the girl Kate McKinnon's character.
Yeah. I would have been. She's the best part of that movie.
Yeah, if you would have brought Kate McKinnon and have Phoebe fall in love with her or whatever, I would be like, you know what, it is what it is.
Jail time for her.
Yeah, it would have been jail time. But what I'm saying is that if, I mean, but she could like her mind.
I love you for your mind.
I love you for your mind. But in all reality, they could bring in like a Kate McKinnon's character, Wolowitz, and then the fans could go crazy because then she'll be part of the new Ghostbusters with the.
I would be totally down for that.
Yeah. But
all right. You guys, I love this. Let's go to our number one movie.
What we got?
And get this show. So the number one movie for this show is Napoleon. And
Napoleon. Okay.
Chris
Hemsworth was the best part.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I like Chris Hemsworth in there. I thought he was funny.
I did too.
But Kate McKinnon was the best of the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a female team.
And there you go. Kristen Wiig is in that movie. Just so you know, because I was talking about
horrible.
It was bad.
Sorry.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, Napoleon comes in at number one. It's on Apple TV Plus right now. What did you guys think of this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really dug the war scenes. I thought it was really good. Everything else, I just got boring. I said, "Oh man, this is boring."
It's a long movie. I'm glad we didn't have to watch the 4-hour version.
Yeah. There was a 4-hour version.
There's a 4-hour version. That was what was supposed to be on Apple TV Plus. Was the 4-hour version. And I was like, "Oh shit, I don't want to watch that." But they were like, "No, we're just gonna stick with the 2-hour 45-minute one." And I'm like, okay, it was still too long.
Yeah, it was long.
Oh man, our friendship would have been tested with the 4 hours.
You'd have been like, bro, I don't think I want to be on the show.
Our friendship would be.
Our friendship would have been tested. You know, don't call me at the end of the year for the award show. I'm not into it anymore.
I hate you guys.
But let me read the synopsis. Like, we don't know what this is about. An epic that details the checkered rise and fall of French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte and his relentless journey to power through the prism of his addictive, volatile relationship with his wife, Josephine. And that's basically, it was tumultuous would be the word I would use, the relationship between him and Josephine. But for me, it was like, on the one hand, you've got this great war hero, like winning battles and like his total reign and battles and wars and stuff, he killed 3 million people, right? So I mean, this guy was ruthless. And on the other hand, he was a little boy going, "Yeah, I don't want a baby." So I was like, "What the fuck is going on with the?" But this is the.
Was that scene uncomfortable? Because that made me uncomfortable.
Which scene?
When he goes to have sex with that girl that gets pregnant.
The younger girl?
Yeah, that just made me uncomfortable.
She was not pregnant. They just made that shit up. Yeah.
They faked it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they made it because they didn't like his wife Josephine. So they had they made it up.
She was constantly stooping everybody else.
Yeah.
It was ending up in the paper. So they were like, "Dude, you gotta leave her." You gotta.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Okay, we're just gonna make up the fact that she can't have kids." So
Yeah.
it's her fault, and you're going to divorce her.
Because she
But
had
he's
2
still-
kids, but in reality is that Napoleon couldn't have kids. I mean,
Right.
I don't know history. It's just that dude's
Napoleon
sperm count
was-
wasn't there.
His
He had no
ego was
sperm
this
count.
big, and his equipment was this big. So,
yeah.
um,
Yeah, no, I agree. He had no cannons
So,
in the cannon. If you know what
Evan
I'm
didn't
saying.
like the Scott
Cannonballs.
historical movies. Usually respect history, but this did not. I don't think
Yeah.
it stuck to the true life. I agree. I know the history of Napoleon.
I don't.
And I'm
I
a big
didn't know what
history
that was.
buff. So parts of me like this, but then Ridley Scott took some embellishment here. But I loved the battle scenes, bro.
Yes,
I
they were
agree
great.
with you there. I think the battle scenes were amazing. Including the one where his horse took the cannonball in the beginning.
Oh, in the face.
I was
I
like,
love
oh!
it. Yeah. I love shit like
Um,
that. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Haven't seen Napoleon yet, but I have only been hearing bad things about. I don't
It's
think it's
not
bad. It's not
bad.
bad. It's not bad.
No.
But
It's
even
long and
though
boring.
it's a biopic, I don't consider this a biopic because it's really not true to his story. But I like it as a Ridley Scott movie. It was decent. The boat battle where he was firing the cannons on the boats, that was a little weird. Like you could tell those were models.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Great, though.
that looked good. The battle scenes were amazing. All the
Waterloo
battles
was
and
dope.
the square formations and the horses flipping and things blowing up and people being shot in the face. And I was like,
That
dude,
was cool.
there was some really great stuff with the battle scenes. That was my favorite part.
And it got nominated for visuals, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I
It
think
For
so.
the
got-
Oscars.
It got nominated for 3. Yes, it got nominated for visuals, production design, and costume design.
Oh yeah. Oh well,
Yeah.
worth it. I mean,
So I agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Joaquin Phoenix is good as always.
well,
He's
yeah,
good. I mean, I felt like Vanessa Kirby and him had great chemistry,
Yes,
but they
Yeah.
just didn't have much. I guess not much screen time together. I guess you want to say because like besides
well, he
him,
was off war most of the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Besides him, like trying to butt raping her. I guess you
he
want to call
basically
it.
just everything was
Yeah.
Mhm.
doggy style, get over with quick. And
Yeah, pretty much. He was like,
I'm just like it's just
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll produce a son, and then you're like, no, it won't,
yeah. It's like, dude, really? But like, I mean,
dude.
it was weird.
And she's got this look on her face like, I wonder if I should get ice cream later, or
Right.
I-
a very-
yeah, she was just like, whatever, go ahead, bro. It was like
Yeah.
she had this like I don't care look on her face, like she was not having a good time at all. And I thought that was, but then she's like, oh, I love you and I'll do anything for you. But then they have sex and she's like, whatever, dude.
Well, one thing I would say is that they had a great. I mean, like I said, you see that he loved her.
Yeah.
So
to
I give
the
that a
point of
lot of
obsession.
credit. Yeah.
To the point of
So
obsession. He was a crazy, egotistical maniac. He was crazy. So yeah, he was absolutely obsessed with Josephine. And that was the one thing they absolutely got right. The other thing was that anybody that had sex with Josephine while he was off to war, he had killed when he came back.
oh, I wanted to
And-
see that.
And in
Yeah, why
in
didn't we
this
see that?
movie, and
I
I
didn't see
mean
that
like
either.
beheaded in the South sense, like Bobbit, but it
Oh.
was but they never hinted that. In fact, the one guy in the movie that they had this massive affair, he was still there
Yeah.
in the movie, and no, he was killed. Napoleon had him killed and like cut up into pieces and buried like all over France.
Whoa.
So, and Evan confirms this movie was too long. Thanks, Evan. Phoenix thought he was overacting. Scott's Robin Hood, which a lot of people hated, was way better.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That's the one with Russell Crowe.
I don't think I've seen that.
I think I liked that.
Oh no, that was a good one. I saw that one.
I liked that.
That's a good one. I like that one. And I'm not
Yeah,
a big
Scott
Robin Hood
did
fan.
nitpick the
That was a
accuracy
good
of
one.
Napoleon's history. Yeah, no, he did. There was a
That was a
some
good one.
issues.
But
But no,
that's okay though. I don't
liked-
have an issue with that. I mean, because it's film. I mean,
I
it's a
don't
story.
mind you changing the story. In fact, Well, Russell Crowe threatened to quit that movie because they were going to make Robin Hood an actual bad guy. They were going to make Russell Crowe's character a bad guy, like full on bad guy instead of the real Robin Hood. And Russell Crowe threatened to quit. So Ridley Scott changed the movie on the fly.
Oh shit!
And said, "Okay, we'll make you the good guy and do it this way." And I liked how they did it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
But the only thing that really, and it's not that big of a deal, but it kind of bugged me that Joaquin Phoenix had an American accent. And
he did. He was French.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he's French. So I was like, okay. And then there's other people, and you can tell that they're trying to speak with a French accent. And then there's there's guys who are British who are supposed to be French. And I wish they would have done a little bit better with that. And I think Joaquin Phoenix could have done a French accent just fine.
He's a great actor.
He's an amazing actor.
Well, what's weird too is like the movie didn't even have sections of the film that was in French. Like they were going, like I didn't get no scenes like that. No. Like him talking actual full French, like language. Like that's weird. Very weird.
None of that. I did like them starting with Marie Antoinette's beheading.
Yeah,
I didn't know who that. I know who Marie Antoinette is from the Wax Museum, but from the original Wax Museum, I know what she is, but I never knew that was a historical event of Maria Antoinette.
Right. So Evan, why show them shooting pyramids when everyone knows that didn't happen? Right? That was a mess up there, but they had to show something. Russell Crowe's Robin Hood, man. Okay. My wife absolutely likes it. She likes the Russell Crowe Robin Hood, and she loves the guy King Arthur. She loves.
I didn't see that one.
With Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy guy.
Yeah, and Jude Law. She loves that movie.
That's a good movie, man. I have fun with that one too.
I don't mind taking artistic license when telling history, but this movie went beyond this. I agree. They were. Like I said, he was trying to embellish. He was trying to make it big.
But do you get mad at Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter? I mean,
no, because that's like a graphic novel.
It is. Yeah, it's based on a comic book, so I knew that coming in.
Same thing.
But but this Napoleon isn't based on a comic book. No. If it was Napoleon versus zombies, then I'd be like, okay, cool. I'd be all in for it, and it'd be like, oh, it'd be fun because I knew. But it's trying to be a biopic, and it wasn't historically accurate.
Right.
So that gave me some problems, but I did enjoy it. I think it's at least a half an hour too long.
I agree. Maybe 45.
Yeah.
Maybe a minute, maybe 45, but at least a half an hour. I think they could have cut a lot of that crap in the beginning. Yeah, we get
the
it.
Horse scene.
We get it. No, all the battle scenes can stay.
Yeah.
But get rid of all the and
fluff.
Get rid of all the fluff, writing you letters and doing all this crap. We get it. You're away. You miss her. Move on.
And then the scene also that when they
not the same thing.
When he was kicking everybody off the board.
Historical figures.
Yeah.
Remember when he was kicking everyone off the board, and then they were all beating on him, and then all of a sudden they called the men in, and then it just felt forced. I was like, okay, who cares? Like he's gonna sign the papers anyway. He's gonna become the emperor. Like who cares? But yeah. It was weird. Was that Arizona and the iced tea?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you drinking, Alex? We always like to know whatever.
This is the black and white iced tea. This is my favorite Arizona.
Oh, I never seen that before.
Yeah, I've never had that kind before.
Yeah. What is it?
It's black and white. So it's black and white tea with honey
and ginseng.
And ginseng. Yeah.
So what are you drinking, Alex?
Oh, I gotta try that. I like that, but I like the decaf version of it. For some reason, my body can't break caffeinated stuff. I do decaf. I have right now I'm having decaffeinated black tea with honey because when I speak I need that to make me sound great. And then then I have sometimes I do chamomile.
Go to Waterloo. I like it.
Man,
yeah, I do chamomile and
yeah.
then sometimes I drink water. I go straight water.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys this.
I've had my 2 gallons of water today, so I'm good.
So I love collectible like what's it called?
Was that a flashlight?
No, that's what it looks like.
No, it looks like a flashlight. Not that I would know what that looks like.
No, these are tumblers to drink.
Oh, sweet.
And I love this. So this is a custom made
That's pretty
ghost
cool.
trap with the slime. So this glows in the dark. So this entire thing glows. So it looks like it's slime everywhere. So this is like the ghost trap version. So you got
That's pretty fucking
Slimer.
cool.
So that, and then I have another one. The same person sent me one, and this one's cool because this one does blue and it's Stay Puff. It's all white.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
I like that.
I
That
like
one
it's
looks like
pretty
has
cool.
thumb on it.
yeah. So it's a cool little. I love
Rich
these.
would know. But yeah. No, I got a tumbler and a glass for my other podcast, Spirits with Spirits. We have merch out now, so I've got a tumbler for them and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I like this stuff. I was like, oh wow,
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Looks
pretty
cool.
awesome.
like God.
No one is seeing licking, killing vampires and thinking this actually happened. I don't know about that.
You never know, man.
You
Um,
never know,
people
man.
think the
People
Earth
seeing
is flat,
Napoleon would
so-
think that it
That's true.
happens when because it's present and historically close to the truth. Yeah, no, it was funny because when they did Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, they actually threw in the why are we actually fighting the South? Okay, let's just make up slaves and instead of the vampire thing, so we can write it in the history books that way. And I'm like, okay, I believe that. I'll take it.
But I had fun with
But-
American Vampire or Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah,
And
I did too. It was fun.
That's a fun movie.
I don't think I've seen it.
Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters.
Oh, I like that movie.
It was
I've never
a
seen it.
lot of fun.
I like that movie.
You never seen it? With Jeremy Renner and Gemma Atherton?
Mm.
Yeah, I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
fun.
So
Like
what's the
Brothers Grimm.
highlight?
Oh yeah, what's our? We haven't got the highlights yet.
We haven't got the highlights yet. I'm just about to do that. So our highlights for Napoleon run. Let's see, Alex, I'll do you first because you have for direction and sound. You have 10s, which is awesome, and then you have 7s for story, visuals, and subgenre, and an 8 for acting. I missed that. You have an 8 for acting.
Yes.
Rich, you have a 10 for visuals, and then you have 8s for acting, genre, and subgenre. Then you have 7s for trailer, ending, story, direction, and sound. I have a 9 for visuals. That's my highest. I have 8s for direction, sound, and subgenre, and then 7s for cast, acting, and genre. So this is one we're all pretty decently close. Which is why it's ended up being our number 1 because we're not too far apart from each other. It keeps our average about the same. Underrated, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I love that one. That's the only reason I watched Pride and Prejudice was because there were zombies involved.
Never seen it.
But yeah, I saw it in the theater with my wife because my wife goes, "Let's go to the theater and watch Pride and Prejudice," and I go, "And zombies?" And she goes, "Yeah, and zombies." I'm like, "Okay, I'm in." But yeah, Lily James, and it was good. It was fun. So I liked it. But anyway, let's go to our final scores on Napoleon coming in number 1, you guys. IMDb is giving this 6.4. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 58%. Audience score 59%. Rich gave it a 75. I gave it a 71. Alex gave it a 65 for a total average score of 70.33.
So interesting. Napoleon, Ghostbusters, Color Purple, Roadhouse, and then
kill me because this movie sucked. I mean, kill me if you dare. All right, so let's play buy, borrow, or bail, where we take the 3 highest scored movies and you decide which one you want to buy and keep, which one you want to watch once and get rid of, and which one you just want to not watch at all out of the 3. And that is Color Purple, Ghostbusters, and Napoleon. So, Alex, I'm going to start with you. So, which one are you buying? Which one are you borrowing? And which one do you bail on?
I'm bailing on Color Purple. Napoleon I bail out.
Okay.
Color Purple, I could see myself watching it again. And then what was the last one?
Ghostbusters.
And then I'm of course Ghostbusters.
You're buying Ghostbusters. All right.
Yeah.
Rich, how about you?
I'm gonna bail on the Color Purple. I would borrow Ghostbusters, and I'll buy Napoleon.
I know what Alex is buying and buying it 30 times.
I'm already gonna look. I'm gonna tell you guys right now.
I'm
All right,
buying
I'm gonna tell you
Ghostbusters.
because you guys are my boys. I already pre-ordered the Steelbook for the 4K, the Steelbook for the Blu-ray. Then I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I got this skateboard, collector's edition skateboard with the 4K. That's only 100 of it made, type thing.
Oh wow.
I already pre-ordered that, and I pre-ordered some other stuff.
I was gonna say, and all of us get Christmas presents.
and I pre-ordered some more Ghostbusters stuff.
Oh,
But
some more
yeah,
Ghostbusters stuff.
I was like, oh,
right.
okay.
So
But-
for me, I'm buying Color Purple just so I can burn it. And then I'm going to keep Ghostbusters. I'm buying Ghostbusters to keep, and then I'm borrowing Napoleon.
Okay. Rich?
I did mine, didn't I?
Here I did mine. He's buying Napoleon,
Oh,
borrowing
you're buying
Ghostbusters, and bailing on Color Purple.
Yeah.
You will see Napoleon again?
I would watch it again more than I with Ghostbusters.
I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I'd watch. I'd go to the theater and watch Ghostbusters again. I enjoyed that.
I already. I mean, I saw it twice in the theater, but that was because I like to. I don't know if you guys do this. Like when I see a movie, I watch it once to get the natural, the first reaction to it, and then I write down my notes. Then I'll go back to see it again to see if the same notes that I took, does it bother me more? Does it lower the score that I gave it the first time? But then the more you talk about it, then the more you like, I hate this movie. Like it's just funny how that goes. But yeah, like I like going to sometimes twice, depending on like if I have time to it. But yeah, it was a good time watching it on the big screen, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm glad I didn't have to pay for
I enjoyed it on the big
It's
screen.
the only thing
I'll tell you this, for
I almost
someone that
walked
lives in New York, I mean, I live in Jersey, but because I have to go in through Manhattan, and the actual firehouse when we come out is right on the side. I'll tell you this, the Ecto one will not get to upper Manhattan as fast as it did in the movie. That thing would be stuck in traffic the minute it does the 180 and it goes up the street. Because the thing is that once he does the 180 and he goes up that one street, that's the entrance to the Holland Tunnel. You ain't going up following no dragon. You're stuck in traffic. You're like, you'll be just stuck. So it's kind of funny when you watch it. When you live in New York and you know the traffics, it's like, yeah, that's not going to be going through 42nd Street that fast. You're like, yeah. Or when he does the 180 in the Manhattan, like in the one street, and he goes, ugh, and he turns the whole car around. Brother, you can't do that in Manhattan. There's no way. There is absolutely, I would tell you right now, there's no way you could. With all the cars behind him coming through, with all the cars parked, Manhattan is mad packed, like super packed. That's why I was kind of shocked when they were showing the driving scene that there was no buses, there was no people riding bike, because I was like, wait a minute, New York is known for people delivering food to everyone with bikes. And they only had one scene of the guy. He was like, bike. And he went, "Meow." And I was like, nah, man, you gotta have 1,000 people trying to cross the street, even on green. So it's actually pretty funny when you think about it.
That's awesome. All right, before we get into what we have coming up next week, I want to say that this Faces for Radio podcast is sponsored by Spotify for Podcasting. They take the audio portion of our live stream, sponsor us, and give us links to other podcast sites like Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, Castbox, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. They do it all for free, and they give us more sponsors once we get more followers. So if you guys get a chance, go over to Spotify, give us a follow, and then you can listen to us on any podcast network. Good, I got that out of the way. Rich, what do we have coming up next week?
Next week, oh shit, hold on. Sorry, I got sidetracked. By the numbers, next week we have Godzilla and Kong. Of course,
Yes.
because that's the movie hitting theaters. We got Priscilla on Max. We got Marmalade on VOD. Kung Fu Panda 4, which is in the theaters now too.
Yep.
And Monolith, which is on VOD.
Yep.
With our
And
five
hopefully
movies.
I get hopefully I get time to watch all of those. So I'm
hopefully.
if not, we might have to like shift some stuff around. But yeah, because I've got like the next 4 days are gonna be all about family. So but I think we've got it mapped out to where I can see him. I've already seen Kung Fu Panda, and I'm gonna watch probably Priscilla tonight, so I can get that out of the way, and then I'm leaving town tomorrow.
I like Priscilla.
I put marmalade on toast. That's right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it, brother. Great job, Alex. Like you needed to know.
A good job. Yeah.
Alex always does a great job.
No,
he's a pro.
No, I'm not a pro.
You're a pro. You should already have one of those fucking YouTube gold and silver fucking plaques in the background already.
Oh no.
You and Dave both.
Thanks, Tal. Appreciate that.
No, thank you, but no.
Yeah, you guys, if you don't already know, Alex's links are in the description below, so you can actually go over to his YouTube channel and his Instagram, give him a follow. That's Geeks and Flix. When is your next? Do you have a live stream coming up anytime soon?
Well, it was supposed to be Sunday, but it's Easter, and I'm gonna have family.
Sunday. Yeah, that's what I was asking. So are you just in that week and going on to the following Sunday? I
got to talk to Nate because Nate started to work for Peacock. So maybe, or just wait another 2 weeks until we go live. You know what it is like, I'm gonna be really honest with you. Like we do a lot of the our podcast is mostly our main focus is the Action Movie Guys podcast. And then we do our movie reviews, whether it's on the channel, whether it's Fridays, and then I'm doing Wednesdays. In terms of live streams, we're just doing it for fun because a lot of people like enjoy our entertainment and stuff, but we're not banking on doing it like that's why we do it every other week. Because there's no point of doing it every week. I mean, I have 4 kids and I have to take care of them. So like for me, I don't have to run for the views and run for the, for the subs, and I got to get a golden ticket crap on the wall. Like I just, again, it's a hobby for me. Huh? I know a lot of people, like even my family was like, oh man, you man entertaining. I don't understand. You don't got a button. And I'm like, I got a button on my shirts. Like I don't need,
I got a button.
Validation. Yeah, pretty much. I got a button on my pants. Like, so for me, it's just, I mean, we get there. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. I mean, I enjoy putting together shows and doing it, but
your production values through.
I'm not gonna go crazy.
Totally. So yeah, Jay asks you, Alex, if you still hate short people.
I never said I didn't. Nate started that rumor. I'm gonna kick Nate's
I heard
ass.
You say it, bro.
Huh?
I heard you say it once. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
Short people.
Short people.
I got a zipper.
Oh,
thanks, Rob. Appreciate that.
A zipper.
I got a zipper. That's funny. But I was saying, yeah, Rob, thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
I'm still a little mad at Dave. I think you rigged this, guys. I really think he did.
No,
he gave Roadhouse a 23. How?
There's no, I screwed it up.
That drops that score way down.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of fucked it up for you, bro. Like,
no, I just giving you a hard time. I was just shocked. It just,
like I said, if that would have been, if it would have just been yours and my average score, Rich, Roadhouse probably would have been number 2.
Yeah,
I expected to be 2 or 3. I really did. Yeah. It just shocked me before.
I mean, Ghostbusters would have been high if I gave it a high score. I didn't. Yeah. I didn't.
I thought Ghostbusters was going to get the highest score until I watched Napoleon. Because the only thing I had left was to watch Napoleon. And I was like, I really think Ghostbusters is going to take first place. And then I watched Napoleon and I went, nope.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I gave Ghostbusters a higher score, but by the average, there was no way unless I gave Napoleon like lower than 68 or 67, because that's how close it was on the average score. It was only like a couple points off for total score. So yeah, if you'd have given Ghostbusters maybe a 65, then Ghostbusters would be in first place.
Yeah.
But that's why we do the scoring the way we do, because it makes it really interesting how it comes together with the average.
And I never add up my score, so I'm always shocked.
He's always shocked. He just gives me the individual scores. He never adds them up. And then I add them up and say, guess what? You scored it like this.
I was praying and hoping I scored Roadhouse better than I did Ghostbusters.
You did.
I was hoping I did.
You did. I wasn't going to tell you though. I even said that in the chat. I said I'm not telling. But you did. It's just that I scored Ghostbusters higher than Roadhouse, and so did
Alex.
and Alex definitely scored Ghostbusters higher than Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
30 points. All right, you guys, this has been an amazing show. Alex, always
Thank you.
great to have you, brother. Really appreciate it.
Wow.
Wow, Alex did a great job. But yeah, again, check out his YouTube and Instagram. I've got the links down there in the description. Give him a follow if you haven't already. Of course, go over to TurnerFan77's channel and hit the like on the stream there as well as here. Until then, I think we're ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Thanks
All
again,
right.
Alex.
I appreciate you guys for watching. Be safe. God bless. And we'll see you next time on the Faces for Radio podcast. Bye, everybody.
God bless.
Bye.